What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Beyond the Biomarkers. Fire it up. What's up, y'all? I'm your host, Kerri Rachelle, Doctor of Integrative Medicine candidate, registered dietitian, functional medicine practitioner, expert witness, and yoga teacher with a gift of psychic medical intuition. I've dedicated my career to uncovering the root causes of symptoms and diseases, pushing beyond conventional pathways to health. In each episode, we dive into the hard data of health metrics and pair it with the subtle whispers of your soul. This podcast is your toolkit for transforming health and embracing happiness. Together, we explore rigorous medical research, decode the messages our bodies send us, and dive into our emotional landscapes. We're connecting the dots between nutrition, environment, and emotional health, blending scientific facts with intuitive wisdom to empower you with the knowledge to live your best life. Hello. This is episode 3 of Beyond the Biomarkers, the place where we get real about health, peeling back the layers of what wellness truly means and dive deeper than the conventional. Today's episode is all about how to embrace authenticity and emotional intelligence so that we can all lead happier and healthier lives. We close with insights I was taught by my wonderful mother, inspired by our recent Mother's Day this past Sunday. Before we take off, a reminder of our competition featuring some truly stunning high-value items. To enter, simply head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave a rating, and then join the free 14-day Energy Reset Challenge. I'll be selecting 10 people who reviewed and joined to receive an amazing gift. Think free functional medicine tests, red light therapy mats, and 20% off supplements for life. You don't want to miss this. The challenge is brimming with a 14-day clean eating meal plan, recipes, and nutrition tips that will provide you with the knowledge to bring you closer to the vibrant health you deserve. Oh, and it has a 2-week workout plan. Get in on this. We also have a growing support group on Facebook so you can receive the support you need during it. The link is in the show notes. It's kerrirachelle.com/challenge. On with the show. Embracing authenticity and emotional intelligence. Lessons from Lonni. Let's first start with, what is emotional intelligence? Studies are saying it's more important than IQ. EQ, or emotional quotient, is a better predictor for success than intelligence quotient. To me, emotional intelligence is the capacity to pause, reflect, adapt, and appropriately respond to a situation, or sometimes choose not to respond at all. It's about listening, comprehensively understanding a situation, and being empathetic. Rather than reacting impulsively, it involves making a deliberate effort to understand and then respond thoughtfully. It's about choosing to, as my friend says, slow down and let it breathe for a bit. This process is not about suppressing emotions. Instead, it's about acknowledging them in the moment, learning from them, and deciding the best course of action. If we let emotions run our lives, it would be completely unstable, right? But instead, we're able to control impulsive feelings and behaviors, manage emotions in healthy ways, take initiative, follow through on commitments, and adapt to changing circumstances. Because we know we can process the emotion later, because after all, emotion is simply energy in motion, the easiest way to process it is to actually sit with that feeling, be okay with it, and let it pass through. Emotional intelligence teaches us that emotions are not just feelings, but signals that, if interpreted correctly, can guide our actions and our growth. For instance, what we often label as bad emotions are not inherently negative. Instead, they provide insights into our deepest vulnerabilities and strengths, acting as cues to underlying issues that need our attention. By addressing these emotions thoughtfully, we can heal and transform ourselves. The way we manage emotions, such as anger, sadness, and fear, largely depends on our early emotional interactions. If, as children, our emotional expressions were understood and valued, we're more likely to view our emotions as valuable assets throughout our lives. Conversely, if those early experiences were confusing or painful, we might find ourselves distancing from our emotions, which can be detrimental. This is why it's crucial to recognize and nurture the emotional development of children, ensuring they grow up able to manage, interpret, and interact with their feelings effectively. If you're failing to manage your emotions, you're likely not managing your stress either, which can lead to significant health issues like high blood pressure, weakened immune systems, and even increased risks of heart disease. Guess what? Guess what stress also speeds up? The aging process. Yup. So developing emotional intelligence starts with mastering stress management, allowing us to remain composed and focused, even in emotionally charged situations. But definitely stay tuned until the end of today's episode to discover the single most powerful piece of advice from my mother that can dramatically boost your emotional intelligence today. I just figured this one out, y'all. Once I broke it down, just wait for it. This timeless wisdom has changed countless lives, and it might just change yours too. So, what about authenticity then? What is authenticity, and how does it play into emotional intelligence? Being authentic means not having to hide any aspect of who you are. I've had to end relationships to honor my own need for authenticity, a decision pivotal not only for my personal integrity, but also for creating an environment where I could have the ability to influence my child to genuinely be himself. What do you think is the most powerful frequency emitted by the human body? Okay, wait. Before we go any further, yes, vibrational frequencies of emotions have been scientifically proven. MIT has even created a radio EQ test that has accurately measured a person's emotional state using radio waves, speakers, and AI. In fact, they're reporting 87% accuracy for people using this tool. This is more effective than getting an evaluation done by a trained therapist. So if you want to know more about this tool and how I use it in my practice, feel free to reach out. So, back to the question, what do you think is the most powerful frequency emitted by the human body as it relates to emotions? I'm going to give you a second. Think about it. There was a survey. It was involving 25,000 people seeking to identify which emotional expression resonates at the highest frequency. Okay, here we go. You might guess love, unconditional love, or enlightenment. Close, but no. The answer is, pausing for effect, authenticity. Emitting a frequency 4,000 times more powerful than love, authenticity stands as the rarest and most potent energy one can manifest. When we align our actions with our true feelings and beliefs, every part of our being vibrates higher. When you are authentic to your words, your feelings, your emotions, so that anything that leaves your system is 100% true for you, you attract people who are also authentic. This alignment enriches our lives tremendously and enhances our health. Living authentically means you follow your heart, leading you to have conversations you love and places you've dreamt of going, meeting and choosing to be with people who you really enjoy, and experiencing profound fulfillment. This affects, obviously, our overall happiness. Conversely, inauthentic living draws disingenuous elements into your life, as those individuals find comfort in your facade. They feel safe to be around your inauthenticity. Think about it for a second. And maybe this is exactly why, if you're an authentic person, that you've felt out of situations or peer groups that may have seemed popular, right? However, if you could individually have a relationship with a person in the in crowd, but weren't in the in crowd, likely they felt they could let their guard down and be authentic around you. And that's as far as that would go. Authentic people mixing with inauthentic people can feel stifling, like being too close to a fire. My friend Dargan embraces a saying. He says, happier elsewhere, meaning no negativity needs to be said, but just move on, right? On a personal note, embracing authenticity initiated a seismic shift in my life. It felt like an earthquake. People, circumstances, all these things that didn't align with my true self fell away. all fell away. And this period of loss, though, is completely essential because it clears space for new, authentic experiences to take root. As the old saying goes, when one door closes, another opens. In my case, embracing my authenticity not only opened doors, it reshaped my entire landscape. So be ready. By embracing your true self, you will transform your surroundings, attracting authenticity in both people and situations alike. Things that no longer serve you will fall away. And when you stand true to who you are, when you are attracting new authentic things in your life, you will by default repel things that no longer fit the puzzle for you. If you ever feel compelled to put on a show for the world, remember, the person you harm the most is yourself. It's crucial to start by becoming acutely aware of how you function in various interpersonal dynamics. Whether you're meeting new people, participating in meetings, or interacting with different social groups, take the time to monitor your emotional responses in each context. Ask yourself, when do I feel at ease? When do I feel out of place? When do I feel as if I'm trying to fit into someone else's expectations? Becoming more observant and self-aware allows you to identify feelings of discomfort and understand their origins. This process enables you to consciously engage your authentic self in interactions, enhancing how you express your emotions and connect with others' feelings. Such understanding is crucial not only for clear and effective communication, but also for building stronger, more genuine relationships in both your professional and personal life. Being fully present and engaged in the moment also helps build genuine relationships. Have you ever found yourself nodding along in a conversation only to realize you've drifted off? You scramble to piece together a response, but it hardly connects with the discussion. This is why I emphasize the importance of active listening and giving each other our complete attention. By doing so, we enhance our authenticity in every interaction, ensuring that our responses are thoughtful and relevant. Now, there are challenges when it comes to being authentic. Being authentic is about embracing vulnerability. It involves engaging deeply with your emotions and sharing your experiences openly and honestly. This transparency is essential, not in just personal interactions, but also in modeling behaviors for others, especially if you're a parent. Embracing authenticity and emotional intelligence starts with self-reflection and a commitment to personal growth. At the end of today's episode, I've got some great nuggets for how you can actively start with daily habits that will bring you closer to being authentic and increase your emotional intelligence. Now, if you're in the business of raising children, listen up. In parenting, and by no means am I a perfect parent, nor am I saying that I am, but leading by example is paramount. It's about teaching through action rather than instruction alone. As a parent, I've invested considerable effort to explain life's complexities to my son, Ira, which fosters an environment where meaningful communication takes precedence over convenience. This commitment deepens the foundation of trust and understanding in our relationship, emphasizing the need to prioritize his emotional and developmental needs. 10 years ago, I defined my core values, which have profoundly influenced my parenting style. These values ensure that Ira feels entirely safe to be himself, supported by the authentic kindness we so value in our family. From teaching him sign language as an infant, enhancing his ability to communicate from an early age, to allowing him the freedom to express his emotions and preferences, each step reinforces empathy and respect for others' efforts. Let me share a specific example that might resonate with many of you. Birthday parties, right? From a young age, I taught my son Ira an important lesson in empathy. Whenever he received gifts, he was to open each one as if it were the best gift ever, regardless of his personal preference. This practice wasn't about suppressing his true feelings. Instead, it was about appreciating the thought and effort put into each gift. This taught him to respect and value the giver's intentions, a fundamental aspect of empathy, acknowledging and respecting the feelings of others. I consistently support Ira, ensuring he never feels the need to meet an unattainable standard of perfection. This secure environment allows him to thrive without the fear of judgment, embodying the lessons of self-acceptance and authenticity that my mother taught me. Our conversations, whether during something we do called rosebud and thorn sessions at dinner, meaning like rose, the best part of your day, thorn, something challenging, and bud, something we're looking forward to. We like to have these kind of conversations at dinner, or maybe any kind of spontaneous discussion about his day. These are genuine, encouraging him to remain present and deeply engaged in every interaction. Remarkably, Ira always inquires about my day with genuine interest when I pick him up from school, demonstrating his exceptional conversational skills and his ability to remain present. This focus on the present moment is a critical aspect of emotional intelligence. Such practices not only enhance our emotional awareness and self-confidence, but also solidify our ability to navigate life's moments thoughtfully and attentively, ensuring that we are fully present in the now. By actively involving him in problem-solving discussions and demonstrating how I handle stress and challenges, Ira learns to navigate life's difficulties with composure and insight. He has witnessed how to maintain professionalism and respect in communication. And this came full circle when Ira was accused of something at high school, and he immediately took action, writing an email to the teacher and principal that was professional, respectful, and asked for an in-person meeting to resolve the problem as quickly as possible. And when the principal showed me this email, I was so proud of Ira. He was only 14 at the time. Also, I emphasize the importance of moving beyond problems once resolved, avoiding the pitfalls of dwelling on past issues, which can impede emotional growth. The philosophy of fostering an open and expressive environment supports the development of robust emotional intelligence, ensuring that each family member can articulate their feelings and work through challenges thoughtfully. By consistently being a positive, approachable presence in his life, ready to tackle hard conversations with empathy and honesty, I try to model the values of kindness, understanding, and prioritization of needs, qualities my mother instilled in me and that I strive to pass on to Ira. Now, my mother is the quintessential teacher of love and is universally regarded as the epitome of kindness and thoughtfulness. She not only taught me the true meaning of love through her actions, but also demonstrated unwavering support, especially during challenging times, such as when she defended me against overly strict gymnastics coaches. I've actually never heard her yell. I do recall a moment, she's going to be like, I can't believe you told everyone this. One time, guys, when she raised her voice, this was a definite memorable incident at a music store when the owner purposefully rented out my great-grandmother's violin instead of merely tuning it. Regardless, she consistently treated everyone with respect, even though she didn't particularly agree with their actions, showing that her kindness was not about being inauthentic, but about being empathetic and respectful. Growing up, our home was graced with the presence of pets, a tradition I've carried on with Ira, knowing the value of teaching compassion, empathy, and responsibility from a young age. Having pets integrates emotional intelligence through interactions with your fur kids. Caring for animals nurtures kindness, compassion, and empathy, enhancing our ability to understand and respond to nonverbal emotional cues, not just in animals, but in human interactions as well. My mother's nurturing spirit was also evident in how she celebrated effort over perfection, telling me even before I ever got a C that grade was perfectly acceptable, echoing her father's philosophy that average is great. She is such a gracious person as well and instilled gratefulness in us. Did you know that studies show just by taking time to think about something in your life that makes you grateful reduces cortisol levels by 23%? That's huge, and it's such a simple act. Okay, now here it comes. That single most powerful piece of timeless wisdom that can help you start increasing your emotional intelligence today. My mother consistently embodied the golden rule, treating others as you would have them treat you. Reflecting on this while preparing this podcast, I've realized how deeply the golden rule is intertwined with emotional intelligence. In fact, it encompasses all 4 aspects of emotional intelligence. So think about it. So an event happens, right? Then this plays out. Number 1, you recognize your own emotional state. That's called self-awareness. Number 2, You take a pause to reflect on your emotions rather than being controlled by them. That's called self-management. Number 3, you understand the other person's feelings by tuning into their moods, behaviors, and motives. That's called social awareness. And number 4, the fourth aspect is handling interactions judiciously and empathetically, which is relationship management. This principle wasn't just a lesson she taught. It was a way of life, actively demonstrated in how she treated my brother Andrew and me with empathy, respect, and confidence. She instilled these values in every interaction. I'm giggling because I said instilled. She still instills these values in every interaction, encouraging us to embody these qualities in our own lives. Her profound belief in our potential often felt like a gentle form of reverse psychology. She would encourage us with affirmations like, "I know you will ace that test," or "I know you can do," insert whatever. These weren't just words. They were powerful motivators that instilled a deep belief in our abilities and boosted our self-confidence. This approach helped us to internalize a strong sense of self-belief, motivating us to achieve and do our best. Her daily compliments were a testament to her unwavering positivity and generosity. She always found the positive in every situation and freely gave compliments, which greatly enhanced our self-esteem and confidence in every endeavor. Her consistent positivity and praise were genuine expressions of the golden rule, showing kindness and generosity in every interaction. My mother's lessons in kindness and understanding have profoundly shaped my approach to life and how I connect with others, fostering genuine relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. Her teachings not only influenced my personal development, but also equipped me with the tools to engage meaningfully and empathetically in all of my relationships. So wow, we've unpacked a lot. Let's review the lessons we've learned to best embrace authenticity and emotional intelligence. 5 things here, right? Stay present and engaged. Whether you're listening or actively participating, strive to be fully present. Engaging fully in each moment not only enhances your interactions, but also enriches your experiences. 2, trust your intuition. Pay attention to your instincts and honor yourself. Notice what feels joyful or uncomfortable and take the time to understand why. This self-awareness allows you to process and manage your emotions effectively, facilitating a transformation into a more authentic version of yourself. Number 3, embrace growth and vulnerability. Be open to personal growth and accept that it's okay to be vulnerable and to make mistakes. Number 4, prioritize authenticity over approval. Act with integrity and stay true to your values, regardless of others' opinions. Authenticity will repel some, but it will also attract the right people into your life. Focus on fostering genuine connections rather than trying to please everyone, which is both impossible and exhausting. Yeah, F that. Number 5, implement the golden rule at all times. If you are looking to apply these lessons to improve your health and happiness, then here are 3 ways to do that. Engage in mindfulness practices. You can incorporate activities into your daily routine that enhance your presence and focus. Yoga, meditation, breath work, anything for centering your mind and body. Maybe you like more dynamic activities like boxing or dance, or even intellectual challenges like chess or brain games. 2, attune to your emotions. Begin to actively tune in to your feelings instead of suppressing them. Recognizing and acknowledging your emotions is the first step to processing them effectively. Consider journaling as a way to explore and express what you feel. Writing can provide surprising insights into your emotional state and help you discover patterns that influence your behavior and responses. Reflect on a recent situation where your emotions felt particularly strong. What triggered these emotions, and how did you respond? And the last one is pursue personal fulfillment. Seek activities and pursuits that genuinely resonate with your core values and that deeply resonate with you. Rather than conforming to others' expectations of happiness, identify what truly energizes and excites you and dedicate time to these pursuits. Cultivating personal joy is not about following the crowd, but discovering and nurturing what lights you up. Do an exercise to help you identify your core values. And then think about what activities or experiences consistently bring you a sense of joy and fulfillment. And how can you integrate more of those into your daily life? For me, incorporating morning routines and evening rituals significantly enhances my ability to stay aligned with my core values and priorities. Additionally, holding a weekly planning session helps me to focus on the week ahead, ensuring that I am channeling my energy towards activities that are truly beneficial and align with my long-term goals. This systematic approach not only keeps me connected with what brings me joy and fulfillment into my life, but also ensures that I'm always prioritizing the most important aspects, such as spending quality time at my son's events. Lastly, every full moon, I take the opportunity to set new goals for the coming month. I find this lunar cycle to be a powerful reminder of nature's influence on our lives, much like the moon's effect on the ocean's tides. This helps me to harness this natural energy to bring my personal and professional aspirations to fruition. Regular self-reflection during these times ensures that I remain true to myself, constantly checking in to ensure my actions and goals align with my authentic self. So this week, identify one step you can take to be more authentic or to enhance your emotional intelligence. It could be as simple as having an honest conversation, trying a new mindfulness technique, starting a gratitude journal, or setting a boundary that respects your true self. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope this episode inspires you to embrace your true self and harness your emotional intelligence for a happier, healthier life. As we celebrate Mother's Day, let's honor the wisdom of those who nurtured us and continue to pass on these valuable lessons. Happy Mother's Day to all, and may you all live every day true to yourself, filled with love and understanding. Join me next week for Decoding the Messages of Our Bodies. We are going to uncover how to tune into and understand the signals our body sends us, guiding our health and well-being. Get ready to listen closer to your body's wisdom. Basically, I'm going to teach you how to be your own medical intuitive.